Okay. We are back. Coming back to you live, Mr. Let's Paint. We're going to work on this painting some more, I thought. I have a couple other things I wanted to do, but I think we're just going to continue working on this painting. I think that might be the way to go here. Maybe we do something else too at the same time. Oh, did I get paint on that? Okay, let's see if I can pick that up here. Wow. You felt that I was coming. AV Gray, what's going on over on Twitch? Yeah, we try. I try to be on Monday through Thursday. Okay, happy Thursday. What's the 100 mean, Evie? What's that 100 mean? That looks like it's important, but I'm not familiar what that means. Oh, let me pick up that paint. I have some paint on the ground here. Okay, let's pick some paint up here. Good, just pick that up. Okay, good. Good. It's $1. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not familiar with. I do Twitch, but I've never figured it out very well. So, all right. Well, so we have a nice painting here. We're also on YouTube. No one's over there at the moment, or at least they're not in the chat room. But we are coming to you live from the Let's Paint TV studios. Mr. Let's Paint. Thanks again for... what's up, Chad? Chad, what's up going on in there? All right. So, we worked on this painting yesterday. It was a painting full of liquor bottles, and it was from a show I did. Yeah, well, I'm kind of talking about what I'm painting today. What we might paint. Any rate, so yesterday we were painting liquor bottles. They were liquor. It was a painting of liquor bottles that I did a few years ago, and subsequently I painted over the liquor bottles. You don't really see any. You can kind of see that there are liquor bottles there, which I think is kind of interesting. Maybe. Any rate. I inadvertently, or I just kind of went for it, and I kind of gave a tropical scene here on this painting. So, what I'm thinking of doing is just adding some more paint to it. Maybe we add some other elements. I'm willing to, as they say, F it up. And maybe let that be what it is. So if you have a suggestion, maybe we will add to this painting as we go. There you go. No guarantees that I will follow through on everything that you. In fact, there are not at all. Just a select few ideas will actually make it on the canvas. Though, maybe they all do. I just don't know. I'm just not. What I'm saying is I'm not committing myself. But I have had done that. Can you say that? Have had. By the way, do you hear me good with the mic? Consider using AI? No, I'm not interested in AI. No, I'm just, I'm somewhat content to being just, doing what I'm doing. Somewhat. Obviously, I would like to be, you do want to make it, you want to be more productive or successful or so. Okay, so. Anyway, let me clean up my brushes and my paints and get some paints down here. Let's move some paint here, guys. Let's move some paint here on a Thursday. I got to get my gloves on. That's it. Get my gloves going here. All right. Sounds good? Okay. I moved the mic up higher so ideally you guys don't see the mic, you know, because the mic tends to be like right there, you know, it's like, you know, it's like right here, and so it's kind of nice that you don't see the mic. All right, let me get my gloves on. And we're gonna get some painting done here, possibly. I mean, most likely. At the very least, I'm cleaning my paints and putting more paint down. It takes a few minutes to do that. It's not always. It's sort of a pain in the ass sometimes. You know, actually, I think this is what a lot of famous artists will do is they'll have someone clean up your mess, you know, like a chef, you know. All right, potentially be up for that idea. Okay, where is that? I need a thing here now. Shoot. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Let's do some cleaning of the palette. And then we'll put some new colors down onto the palette. Okay, yeah, all right, that's good. It's good to kind of clean up your palette every once in a while. Some people don't. Everyone has their own process when it comes to that. I find that I'm more on the messy side overall, basically, but I still benefit and take advantage of picking up and cleaning the mess before us. All right. Okay. Let me get some paint down here. I'm needing more white paint. We're running out of white paint actually. Okay. Well, we'll just order some more white paint. That's what we got to do. Okay. That'll be good for now. Better way to clean. That's all right. Need a better way to scrape this. Good for now, but it ain't so good, is it? Okay, well, we'll just maybe go with that for now. Okay, put that down. Okay. All right. Let's get some other colors in here. Some other colors. Some blue. Okay, some blue. That's the end of the blue. We got another tube somewhere. How about some green? Green. Come back for that later. We'll use the rest of this green too here while we're at it. I'm not a big fan of this green, but we'll just use it. Actually, it's actually a nice it's a nice break. I read one of the few books I read on art, like materials and just stuff like that. The person was a big fan of every once in a while changing up your greens because they do find there tends to be things with the if you just get into a crutch if you're using the same green all the time, and it's hard to understand that until you've been there. And okay, that's basically the end of that red. Okay, let's put that, get rid of that. That's the end of the red. There's another red over here. Let's use this red. Okay. Use the rest of this red. Ow. Ow. Yeah. I guess that's pretty much the end of that red too. What else do we need? Yellow. Get some yellow. There you go. Yellow ochre, sure. Okay. We can hold off on the orange, but we could use it too, so let's just get some orange here. What the hell? Orange is always good. Okay. We got a nice amount of paint. I'm just gonna have to start over with these gloves because this is out of hand. Okay. All right. So we kind of cleaned up shop. We got some paint onto the palette, which of course you didn't see because we don't have the camera there. But oh well, let's just get you a shot. Oh, there it is. There it is. The shot's right there. I could zoom in on you, make it somewhat kind of interesting for you to see the palette that we just spent the last 10-15 minutes trying to figure out what to put on the palette. Should have got that shot earlier. Anyway, so yeah, some orange there, some yellow there. We got some red, blue. That's a green, and a bunch of white, whole bunch of white, and some a more green, a darker green, and then the red. Okay, yellow ochre. Kind of looks like a baby poo. Kind of looks baby poo look. Okay. All right. So this is what we got, guys. Little muddy. It's just a little bit muddy at the moment. So we want to possibly make it great again. Make this make this painting great again. No, I don't even want to. I did not say that. Okay, but I did, didn't I? Okay, here we go. We can get a better shot for you. How you guys doing? You guys a little not too active in the chat room, but that's all right. Happy to have you guys. Maybe you guys are eating dinner or something. Or just you guys are cozying up in front of the fireplace with a hot cup of hot cocoa, watching this exciting program. Master Zulus, what's going on over in Avi just ordered Taco Bell. So they're going to deliver? They're going to hand deliver to your house the Taco Bell? Walker, what's up, Walker? Oh, that's awesome. I never thought of having Taco Bell or say like McDonald's, fast food do delivery. I mean, why not? Why not do it, right? Why not do it? It was cold. It was hot here, and we'll give you the temperature. You can see I'm in the t-shirt right now. At the moment, we are still at 75 degrees here at 7:14. Sun is setting here in lovely Los Angeles, California. Okay, so we're going to open up the ideas on what we could add to this painting. I'm going to kind of follow potentially what you might be suggesting, though maybe I won't, but I'm open to the idea. So it might have to be convincing more, whatever. Okay. Let me get some gloves on, some fresh gloves, and we'll start over again with the painting with the gloves. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. Now, this is paint, but it's acrylic paint, and so I don't know. For some reason, I don't wear gloves for acrylic paint. I need to get this over here. Let me get. You might want to. I don't know. I never seen people do that though. It's always oil paint. People always are very careful about the oil and the various paint thinners and mediums people use, which tend to be oil based, and meaning that they are connected to the oil industry. Not that there's anything wrong with that, right? Whereas plastic, the acrylic is plasticky. I guess the potential is, well, there are more carcinogens is ultimately the deal, potentially because of the vehicle being oil and petroleum based. I guess, right? I don't really know what the deal is, but they don't recommend it. They just warn you, man. Viper harmful, it's combustible, man. A helicopter, says Walker. Yeah, I'm a little helicoptered out, frankly. I'm not really certain I want to put a helicopter in, but I might. We might. What I'm going to do is just basically add to what we have, and sort of maybe exaggerate or fine tune some of these elements here. So we have this a sun setting. So why don't we just kind of have the sun set more noticeably, if you will. So let's just see how that plays out. I'm just going to give it some rays here. Try to make the color of the paint somehow pop. And maybe this is a little too corny, that's sometimes good. Painting something that's a little corny. It's a starting off point. What I find too with painting is that a lot of times you just have to get started, and then things start to develop, and either good or bad, things start to develop. And as you can see, I'm already trying to beef up the palm trees, and it might. Can't go wrong with a naked dancing woman, says Mark. Yeah, I mean, maybe we add some figures, and that could be something that we do. Could be just something totally out of the blue, which might work too. And then otherwise, all we might want to do is just try to make this a better, beef it up, make it look better for what it already is, without any other new developments. It's a thought. I mean, we're going to stay with that thought for the moment. We'll stay with that thought for the moment. We'll just, and of course, already I'm already going, oh man, I'm ready to mess this guy up. But that's all right. That's okay. You don't have to have it all figured out. We don't have to have it figured out or uh, it's all right to change directions when it comes to working on some artwork and painting in particular. But really, any kind of art process, you want to be able to pivot uh, at some point and be willing to pivot and change as opposed to just being rigid in your concept. You gotta be able to try something different here and there. Okay, so let me see if that's. Do I want to continue on with that? Yeah. So I got this. I got these trees coming in here. I kind of put them in there. I could get rid of them, but I think I kind of like them. I think these are these Monterey pines that I call them Monterey pines, and I don't know if they technically are Monterey pines, but they're pretty prevalent. So it's not very tropical anymore. But I'm going to keep the combination of the two in the idea. I need more blue at the moment, and some, I need more blue and alizarin crimson. Alizarin crimson is what we need here. And so let's just see what that can do for us here. Oh yeah. Okay, so I got some. Oh, I better go back to the green then. Get the green. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I have. Well, you can use reference all you want, but sometimes it's good to just kind of work from our minds, and I think that's probably better suited for us here today on this painting. We can work from photos, but let's just not worry about that right now. And for that matter, let's get some more brushes. I might nix. I might skip this idea altogether. But then, I don't know. I kind of like it. Let me just see here. All right, so these guys are going that way. So that's like a palm tree, whatever. Let's try to bring it about here. Palm trees doing that. It's very tropical looking. But then these other trees are not. But that's all right. I kind of... Okay, so we're ready to get rid of these ideas here. Yeah, because I go back on the idea that I want to open up the possibilities here and not feel like I have to commit to some kind of idealistic whatever. We want to be able to make it a little bit different on some sorts, some kind of different possibilities. A figure, I think a figure is properly due here. So let's put a figure in. All right. That will get things started here. Maybe we need a whole bunch of figures. That could be the thing too. They could be naked. I'm okay with that. Some naked figures. Okay, let's focus on that idea. That will kind of free us from the kind of getting kind of bogged down in terms of what happens when you work on some kind of perfection aspect when it comes to a painting. You know, you can get all perfect and stuff. So, all right, so let's do that. Let's try to capture. Maybe we'll go darker on some of this stuff here. Just a bunch of people. Maybe a helicopter is due here. We're due for a helicopter. Okay, we're going kind of a little crazy here with the people, but I'm liking the idea, so I'm going to try to follow through with that. It's that kind of a celebration party thing here. Maybe. Maybe that's what it is. All right, we got some movement. See, we broke up the landscape. We broke up the landscape. The landscape is, you know, we could have spent all day trying to make that landscape all beautiful, but then there was no story. No story. Now we got a story. We got some people, and so now let's see if we can kind of make some of this. You know, accentuate some of this or not, you know. For that matter, we might be done. You know, we might be done here. I think we're done. It's always fun to make a painting and feel like you're done after like 2 minutes. However, it's not like we just painted this quickly here, though we did, at least tonight we did. However, there is, you know, all this other painting that's behind it. When we worked on it yesterday, so okay. I got to put more paint down. I ran out of paint. All right, more paint. Whoa! You know what that was? That was a lemon. There's a lemon tree right here underneath this place. All right. What do we got here? Okay, we sold another Embrace Failure hat. And so if you want to get an Embrace Failure hat, we have those on our Etsy store. Okay. And plus a lot of other stuff. Okay, let me get more... Anyway, just saw that right now. That's good. That's always nice to sell another hat. Okay, but I do like the I don't know if you can. Well, I'll zoom in. We'll zoom in on some of the stuff I kind of like potentially. Not that I'm exactly sold on them being, it being done, that it's a done deal in terms of the painting, but I do like some of the stuff that's going on here. Uh, it still could be too muddy, but and we still got a little ways to go, and yet we could also be done. That's the potentially. We're always, I'm always, you got to be open to the idea that you could just be done. But there's still more. There's more to do here. All right. Fantastic. Okay, let's. We ran out of the alizarin crimson, the ultramarine blue. I tend to do that. Alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, and then the phthalo green. I tend to use a lot of those three colors. So let's get more of that going. How about some AI? You could get some AI paintings. Wonder how AI could deal with the texture that we got going on here. I guess they would figure it out, but it would look like kind of like shit. Though they would be able to do it like 3D, whatever. I mean, I'm sure that it would be able to figure something out, but I'm not sure it would be very good. Particularly for stuff like this. All right. Let's get back to making some people here. I think we need some more people. There's different people on different levels, because there's perspective. So there's people further down, actually. So we're kind of trying to capture some of that, I guess, that idea, if possible. Get us just a little bit of this. A lot of people walking at the beach. I like that red. Look at that red popping. That red's popping. I like how that red's popping on me. Running out of the blue again here. We got the blue to get. Gotta get some more blue here. It's got a strange feel. I like the feel here, so I like the rawness of it, It's got a raw feeling to it. Okay, let's work on a little detail. I'm gonna put a little detail. We're gonna go back to the landscape. you want to see me make a crushed cigarette box on stream? Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. A cardboard. I made a note that I should be doing some cardboard building, with the using cardboard, just get all my cardboards going, and then I could build something out of cardboard. Yeah, totally. Okay, we'll do that next week because I'm not. We'll be back on Monday. Very tropical, yes. It's a tropical scene. That's the idea, and that's the suggestion. That is we're trying to suggest the idea that that's what it is. But all right. Anyways, it's interesting how you realize how you don't really ever change who you are as an artist. You're always hitting the same. You're always hitting the same beats. You're always hitting the same moves. You're always doing the same moves, even if you don't know how you are inadvertently making the same moves a lot of times. Okay. Thing of when you see, I have to. This is one of the harder aspects of painting is putting paint down on your palette, and then you're using it like I just did, and then you run out of the damn paint, and so now I got to go get more paint. So it's a little frustrating. Obviously it's no big deal, but it does cost. It's not cheap. The paint. These tubes are, if you're lucky, they're $15 a tube, and then they're usually even more at times. And this is oil paint though, but I love oil. But I also work with the acrylics. All right. Anyway, you can see I just ran. I was telling you about the yellow alizarin crimson and the ultramarine blue. Still got some of the phthalo green. You don't use as much phthalo green, I find, but boy, I go through the ultramarine blue quite a lot, and then also I go through a lot of the alizarin crimson, and not as much. A crap load of ultramarine blue. I use a lot of. I could probably buy a gallon of ultramarine blue, and I would not. It would be fine, Anyway, I'm happy with the way things are popping. Let me just put down some more blue here because we're just plumb out of it. All right, and a little more alizarin crimson. Again, we're plumb out of it. Now, I put all that white down, and I ended up not using any of it. Well, we might use some of it. We'll see. We'll see. It's entirely possible that we will. You never got into painting? Yeah, it's not a, I think I got into the idea that everyone should be able to do it. The belief that everyone can and not so much that everyone needs to do it, but I got into the idea that a lot of people get disenfranchised, and I think that is still true. A lot of people are disenfranchised by the process of how to go about it. And because of that, they give up on the painting. They give up on painting when it's there, Or it's not just painting; it's creativity, Okay, so I'm putting little details on these palm palm leaves. Try to give a little detail here. But I'm also kind of being cognizant about just sort of the fun of just seeing the how different things are responding and doing their thing. I'm not limiting. Well, I kind of am, but hopefully I'm open at the very least to the idea that we could explore new possibilities, and so it's not necessarily just this thing. Even though, of course, as I keep talking, I end up making it even more exactly what I was afraid of that would become just that. But that's all right. That's okay. Don't worry. Just keep pushing the paint. I'm a big fan of that. Push that paint and try to maybe make something out of it, even if it doesn't seem like you're really making anything. It doesn't seem like anything's working. That's all right. You don't have to feel like you have to have it all making sense. I don't feel like I have. I'm happy to know that. I'm fine with this being a failure, I guess is basically what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's hard to take, though. It's not easy. And that's why a lot of people give up. A lot of people give up on the art making because there is a lot of failure. There's so much failure in this art making thing, And that's why you got to embrace the failure. That's right, Evie. Evie, you know that. Embrace failure hats, $25, free shipping and handling. Yeah, because that way you will, that hopefully you are able to get past it. Once you accept that, then you can get past it, and then you can explore new dimensions that were not necessarily there when you were so focused on trying to get it to be exactly whatever the hell you were trying to do. Okay, let's put that over. Now, I don't know what I'm doing necessarily, and yet I think I know what I'm doing. And I'm kind of bringing back maybe the structural aspect of what we're trying to do here, which, again, I'm not against it, and ultimately that's what I'm doing. So it's tough. Well, use think about smashing the. There's a ways to go about figured painting. And boy, it is very there's a learning curve in a sense, but you don't have to just feel like you got to draw it. You can also just put shapes. Think of it as shapes sometimes, but also drawing's very important because I went to art school and I took the life drawing classes, and in particular, this one, it was tough. And you know what? I got a D. The guy gave me a D. He hated me. And, I'm certain that I think to this day, if that guy's even still alive or whatever, I mean, it's many years ago, I would imagine reasonable. I'm certain that the guy, when he did give me the D, was thinking, you are never going to be an artist, you're not an artist. You're just a fuck up, like when they give you a D, because you are such a fuck up. But if you interview them, you would probably hear that they were like, oh, that person's not going to be an artist. They can't be an artist. They're just. Oh, let's work some of that white. Let's get some white back in there because sometimes I might use too much of the white, but right now I think I could probably bring some of it back in here. Maybe. I don't even know. sometimes it doesn't even matter. Again, sometimes things don't even matter. You just want to get the fun in the paint and have some fun pushing the paint. Sometimes it's as simple as that. You just want to have some fun pushing the paint and maybe making some sense out of it all if it's possible. What is that? That doesn't look too good over there. Should we fix that? I can fix it. It doesn't really matter. If we fix it or if we don't fix it, doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, I got muddy. That's all right if it's muddy. It's okay. Oh, I like that how that popped. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Maybe some people. Oh, I know. Okay, so maybe get some bikinis and let's put some of that activity, the people's various swimsuits. Maybe we can get some of that in there, if possible. I don't know if that's gonna happen, or you're gonna show up here, because it's actually dark, So, see, I'm running the risk of making this worse. Okay, let's take a look at this from a distance. Let's take a look at this a little further away, if possible. All right, let's take a look, see what we got here. It's interesting. It's weird. All right. Well, oh, you're not even seeing the full-on shot here. Let's see here. I'm kind of down on the painting now, so Uh-oh, what happened? Shit. Okay, hold on. Yeah, this should work. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure I want to see this painting the way it is at the moment. So I'm open to some kind of drastic change to what's going on here. I'm open to that idea. Or do I stay with it? Maybe I need to just stay with it, because actually up close, I kind of like it. I like aspects to it. But at the same time, I guess from afar away, I'm like, oh God, what the hell? What is this? What did I just do? What did I do? I think I need to make those people a little not so equally separate from each other. It seems almost a little corny in it's already corny in so many levels with that tropical feel. It's kind of has a corny factor. So maybe we can get rid of that. I don't know. Waiting for a food truck. Yes, that could be it. That could be it. A food truck waiting for some food or something. That's interesting. Yeah, I was thinking of a car. You see a food truck. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to put a food truck. I don't know, man. I don't know. How about something just totally left field? What do we got? Any left field ideas? Because I'm open to a left field idea. I'm not. I'm not totally convinced that we need to commit ourselves to something that is that makes sense. You know, I'm open to the idea that it could be incredibly completely different. You know, like a UFO spaceship. You know, how about that? Maybe that's what we need is a UFO spaceship. What about that? Sharks in the water. Yeah. I mean, that's a possibility. I'm open to that idea. Let me think. It could be something that doesn't have to even be connected to the water. How about that? I know we're stretching the imagination. We're stretching the thought process here. Okay, I'm kind of seeing something here. I kind of see a tree here. I'm going to just kind of bring it about. I'm going to smash this up. I'm kind of trying to break away from the strict where we are located. And I think it might be kind of interesting to just kind of try another move here. Just to screw things up. What the hell are you doing? Yeah, maybe it's another tree over here. Let's paint another tree here in the foreground. See, that's what we need. Some trees in the foreground. Okay. I'm all right with this. I know it seems a little shocking. Maybe it's like, what the hell are you doing? But I'm kind of fine with potentially what's happening here. Willing to fuck it up and somehow make some sense out of it somewhere down the line. Maybe some shadows. Okay, so now we got to do some shadows. So we are going to rely, it is going to be somewhat connected in terms of we're still dealing with the landscape, but I just kind of, at least we broke up the foreground. Felt like it kind of needed that. Felt like it needed it. Helped. It felt like it helped break everything up a little bit. And then there's just the hint. Then there's the hint of the palm trees in the back. That freed up the structure, didn't it? Having those trees in the foreground. I think it helped. I'm kind of somewhat happy about it, I think. I'm not sold, but I'm not going to buy the painting anytime soon. But I think it did help, kind of help somehow. Yeah, maybe we get rid of the tropical thing altogether too. It does have a lot of interesting depth, you know. Yeah, yeah, right. It's at least it broke up that problem that we were seeing. Oh, like a swamp. Yeah, yeah. It could be like a swamp or whatever. You know, it's not. It could be anything. I probably gonna get rid of the. I don't know. I should maybe I shouldn't get rid of it, but I kind of like the rawness of it. Obviously, I'm okay with that. I like the rawness. Oh, yeah, yeah. I guess I I'm always hesitant to do any kind of border on it on my artwork. I've never had much luck with that, so I'm probably going to skip on that idea. But by all means, boy, that's a good idea for sure. Okay, we'll just go a little longer here. Not really sure I'm going to solve the problem here tonight, but at the very least, we got some painting done and made some changes, and possibly for the better. Maybe it was for the better. I don't know. It's entirely possible. You just never know. I don't know why. What am I looking at? Oh, that's from yesterday. That's so weird. Why is it showing from yesterday? That makes no sense. I'm looking at something from yesterday. All right, I'm not gonna try to figure out what that's all about. I'm assuming you guys are watching what I'm painting here. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna look at from a distance here. Yeah, I think that has some more. Yeah. Now, I think I'm going to get rid of the trees, though. The water wouldn't be so blue. All right, well, I'm going to get rid of the tree, the palm tree idea. I'm going to get rid of that. Don't see the need for it at the moment. So let's just kind of smash that out of there. But maybe leave a hint of it at the same time, you know? But I don't think I need it so prevalent doing what it was doing there. And that way, it will create new dimensions. New dimensions. So it's a different kind of tree that we got going on here. Yeah, let's get some yellow in there. I ran out of the blue again. What do you know? All right, well, I don't think I solved the equation, though it's entirely possible that I did. Let me just think about it. But we're gonna call it a day here. We're gonna call it a day here at Let's Paint TV. Thanks again for hanging out. I'm Mr. Let's Paint. It could be done. We could be done. I'll post it up on Instagram. My Instagram at Let's Paint TV. Well, thank you guys. Thank you again. Thanks again for hanging out with me here. I'll post a picture of this up on Instagram. And at Let's Paint TV. There you go. Maybe we're done. I don't know. I'll post it up on Instagram. You guys have a great weekend. We'll see you back on Monday. We'll give it another shot. Maybe I rework this painting. Who knows? There's a famous artist that said, when do you know when your painting's done? And the answer was, well, when someone buys it. I forget who said that, but it's it's somewhat true point. Though a lot of times paintings are done, and more times than not, you finish the painting and you know you're done, and you're not going back to fixing it, and you just hold on to it forever, and you're not going to rework it, you know. So that's kind of bullshit. That's it's sort of bullshit, but. Anytime people give you a saying, you know, like that, just what I just told you, you got to take it with a grain of salt, which again is another saying. But you got to just be able to say, you know, it doesn't always apply, is what I'm saying, and it works here at some point. Sometimes it doesn't, and most of the time, most of those sayings do not work. They do not apply. So don't get down on some stupid ass saying, you know. Sayings are there to put you down. All these sayings, it's all there to put you down. That's what it is. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me here. Have a great weekend.